by the doorway like a quiet warning sign, both pretending not to notice we were running out of time. The clock was ticking louder, every second felt too fast. Funny how forever can shatter in a glance. I rehearsed my independence, all the strength I thought I'd need. But the moment that you touched me, I forgot how to lead. We stood there in the half-light, neither wrong nor right, just two breaking hearts, too tired to fight. I almost let you go. I almost said goodbye, almost watched you walk away, almost closed the chapter we were too afraid to name. My lips formed the silence, but my heart betrayed the lie. I almost chose forever without you. I almost said goodbye. There's a fragile kind of sorrow in loving someone still. When the road keeps bending against your will, your fingers traced my teardrops like memorizing rain, as if this might be the last time you'd say my name. Maybe love is not the fire, maybe it's the smoke, something soft and disappearing right before it spoke. Tell me why the hardest words are the ones we never say, why the bravest thing still feels like walking away. I almost broke us. I almost said goodbye, let the quiet take your place. Almost turned and left you standing in that space. My lungs forgot their rhythm as your eyes met mine. I almost chose a life without you, but almost isn't goodbye. What if love is learning when to stay instead of run? What if every ending is where healing has begun? Maybe we were trembling on the edge of something true, not falling out of love, just scared and falling through. So I reached for your shadow before it slipped away, and for the first time I asked you to stay. I almost said goodbye, almost let forever fade, almost traded us for the safety of afraid. But your hand found my heartbeat, and suddenly I knew the heart had begun. but never die. Somewhere along the way, I stopped being me and started becoming someone you could keep. I learned the way you breathe, memorized your quiet moods, bend my edges softly just to fit with you. Your dreams became my compass, your voice my favorite sound. I didn't feel the disappearing till there was no me left to be found. Love can feel like sunlight, warm against your skin, but nobody warns you how it slowly pulls you in. Tell me when devotion turns into retreat, when giving you my everything left nothing here for me. I was slipping so quietly. I was fading into you like colors into rain, blurring every boundary till we looked the same. I stopped hearing my heartbeat, only listen for yours. Closed all my windows, opened all your doors. I was fading into you. Now I don't know what's true. Did I lose myself, or did I lose you? Your laughter filled the spaces where my doubts would hide. I wore your world around me like a second life. Friends said I was changing, I just called it love. Never saw the danger of placing you above I'm finally breathing again. I pass by faces I don't know. Every laugh sounds like your tone. For a second I almost turned, thinking maybe you came home. The city's loud but I'm alone. Every step feels out of place. I still save a space for you in rooms where you've been erased. They say time's supposed to help me heal, but it just taught me how to hide, how to smile when I break inside. I still look for you in crowds and strangers' eyes and familiar sounds in every song we used to play. In love I can't throw away. I know you're gone, I know it's true, but my heart doesn't listen to the truth. I still look for you in crowds, like you might turn around. I hold my breath when someone says a name that almost sounds like yours. I trace your shadow everywhere, on every closed and open door. You moved on like it was easy, like I was just a phase, but I'm still stuck in yesterday, replaying all our yesterdays. I pretend I don't miss your touch, like it didn't shave my skin, like letting go is giving in. I still look for you in crowds and half-known smiles, familiar towns in every place we never stayed, and promises we never made. I know I should be over you, but loving you is all I knew. I still look for you in crowds, like you might turn around. If I ever see your face again, I don't know what I'd do. Would I run or would I break, or pretend I never knew you? I practice what I'd say to you in case fate lets us meet, but silence always finds me first and leaves me on my feet. I miss the way you said my name, like it meant something real. Now it's just an echo of a love I still feel. I still look for you in crowds and passing glances, empty towns and every maybe, every sign of love I left behind. I swear I'm trying to move on too, but some hearts don't learn to lose. I still look for you in crowds, even knowing you won't turn around. One day I'll stop searching your face in everyone I meet, but tonight I'm still looking for you in the streets. You said don't worry, I'll be there, so I believed you. I watched the evening fade from gold to fading blue. Every passing headlight made me look for you. I traced circles on the table, ordered coffee I couldn't drink. The door kept opening, but you were never in. Hours turned to questions, questions turned to doubt. Funny how forever can slowly time itself out. Still I stayed. Was it traffic? Did you forget? Did my message never get read? Or was I the only one who thought this love was real? Waiting alone with your promise in my hands, watching shadows stretch where you were supposed to stand. Every minute breaking, every silence loud, trying to be strong, but my heart cried out. I waited alone till hope was gone, and the night moved on without you. The waiter stopped asking if someone would arrive. Even strangers pitied the girl still holding time. Your chair stayed empty like a quiet goodbye. No warning, no reason, just absence passing by. I checked my phone till morning. No apology, no name, just the cruel reminder that love doesn't always stay. Tell me what hurts more, being left behind, or realizing you never crossed their mind. Somewhere you were breathing while I could barely breathe. I waited alone, believing you were near, building fragile futures while you disappeared. My heart kept defending what my eyes could see. Sometimes the hardest truth is what we refuse to believe. I've waited out for a love untrue, still saving space for you. Was I just a moment you never meant to keep? A temporary feeling you could easily release? I would have waited hours, I would have waited years, but you didn't even show up to face my tears. So tonight I stop pretending you're just running late, and finally accept love shouldn't feel like waiting. I find me. One day someone will arrive and stay, and I won't have to. I still wake up hoping that you'll call me tonight, but the silence answers and I'm losing the fight. I trace your face in memories where the light used to be. Every corner of this heart still whispers your name to me. I keep pretending it's easier, that the ache will fade in time, but unloving someone like you is harder than any crime. I'm learning to unlove you, but your shadow won't leave. Every step forward I take feels like a thief, stealing the pieces of me that you once knew. I see you smiling strangers, your laugh in the rain. Every song on the radio feels like you're back again. I've packed up your promises and stored them away, but every note and every word finds a way to stay. I tell myself I'm stronger, that I don't need your fire, but love doesn't just vanish, it burns even when we're tired. I'm learning to unlove you, but your shadow won't leave. Every step forward I take feels like a thief, stealing the pieces of me that you once knew. Because unloving someone like you is a slow and quiet grace. I'm whispering goodbye to the echoes in my chest. Even if it takes forever, I'll try my best. I'm learning to unlove you, but your shadow won't leave. Every step forward I take feels like a thief, stealing the pieces of me that you once knew. I'm learning to unlove you, but my heart still belongs to you. One day I'll walk alone without looking behind. I'm learning to unlove you, even if it takes my time. no screaming, no shattered glass, just silence falling between us. We stopped saying I love you somewhere along the way, not in anger, not in flames, just words that slipped away. Your side of the mattress, cold before goodbye. Funny how forever can fade without a fight. No slam doors behind you, no tears you let me see, but the loudest kind of leaving is the one done quietly. I kept waiting for thunder, for a reason, for a sign, but love doesn't always shatter. Sometimes it just unwinds right before your eyes. Love left quiet, like a whisper in the dark. No warning sirens crying, just the breaking of a heart. No final conversation, no last tear to explain. Just two souls turning strangers, tried not to feel the pain. Love left quiet, but the silence screams your name. And every empty moment has never sounded the same. I still set 2 cups of coffee out of old routine. Then I catch myself remembering what used to be means. Your jacket in the closet still shake like you're 'Cause the deepest heartbreak is the one you never feel until it's real. Maybe we were tired, maybe love grew thin, maybe hearts don't notice when they slowly dim. I would have fought for us if I'd known the cost. But you don't see the warning when what you love is lost. Now I replay the silence, searching for a sound that could have turned us. We didn't shatter, we didn't fight, we just slowly stopped sounding like love. Your phone lit up the darkness, but never for my name. We shared the same apartment, yet everything had changed. Conversations grew shorter, eyes learned how to stray. We mastered the art of talking with nothing left to say. Your touch became familiar, but no longer felt like home. Funny how two people can lie together alone. No storm came crashing, no final scene, just quiet drifting between you and me. And I felt it leaving At least I would know why instead we faded without goodbye. Love turned silence, but tonight I understand that all endings arrive with its tremor in hand. Some loves grow quieter until they disappear, leaving only ghosts of the life once here. Love turned silence. Now I've leased the past, because the loudest love was never meant to last. And someday when I love again, may it be fearless, may it be loud, may it never fade into I found a picture. We were laughing in it. Now I don't remember the last time we did. We talk about the weather like strangers on a train, careful with our voices, the light enough for pain. Your shoulder brushes past me, but nothing sparks inside. Funny how two lovers can slowly drift to the side. We still share the same bed, still turn off the same light. But somewhere in the quiet, we stop saying goodnight. Tell me when the colors started fading into gray, when I can't wait to see you turned into yesterday. I feel you slipping. I'm missing all that. living side by side. I'm not missing who you are. I'm missing who you are. Before goodbye, your jokes don't land the same, or maybe I don't try. We mastered smiling gently instead of asking why. I reread our messages, heard the way we used to sound, two reckless hearts wide open before the silence found us. Did comfort turn to distance? Did passion learn to hide? Did we stop choosing each other, or just stop being alive? Tell me, can you feel it? This almost love we hold, not broken, just unfamiliar, not warm, just not cold. When did we grow older? Then our love. I'm missing all us, your fingers intertwined, like losing me was something you could never survive. Missing every promise we swore we'd always keep. Now forever sounds like something said in sleep. We're still here breathing, but something inside died. I'm not missing your heartbeat. I'm missing when you're at your side, next to mine. Maybe love doesn't end. Maybe it transforms into something quieter that no longer keeps us warm. If I could go back to one perfect night, I wouldn't change a second. I'd just hold it tighter. Tell me, are you missing old us too? Or am I grieving alone for two? I'm missing old us, but maybe that's okay. Some beautiful chapters aren't meant to stay. I love who we were without needing it back, because chasing old sunlight keeps the present bright. I'm missing old us, but tonight I see sometimes letting go is how love sets us free. And if we ever meet again in another life, I hope we find each other. heard your name in a casual way, like it didn't still hurt me. They said you're happy, you're settled now, like that was never meant for me. I smiled like I was over it, like my hands weren't shaking still. Funny how I memorized your dreams just to watch someone else fulfill. I was there when you were breaking, when you didn't know who you were. I stayed through the unfinished chapters, but she got the final words. She got the ending I wanted, the forever you promised out loud. She gets your Sunday mornings, your last name, your future, your now. I got the love in your practice, the almost, the someday plans. She got the man you became. I got the boy who couldn't stand. Yeah, she got the ending I wanted, and I'm learning how to let that go. I taught you how to say I'm sorry, how to listen, how to stay. I watched you learn how to love right, then you walked away. She doesn't know the nights I cried, wondering if I was enough. She just knows you as the version that finally learned how to love. I was the lesson you survived, she was the prize at the end. She got the ending I wanted, the ring, the house, the slow dance. She gets the safe kind of loving I only ever had a chance. I got the late night apologies, the growing pains, the scars. She got the calm you save for later. I got the breaking part. Yeah, she got the ending I wanted, and I got the truth too late. I don't hate her, that's the worst part. She didn't steal you away, she just arrived when you were ready, when I was already replaced. Maybe love isn't fair, maybe timing wins, maybe I was just the before, and she's the one you let in. I still know your favorite song, still remember how you sleep. Funny how I know you better than the one you get to keep. She got the ending I wanted, the version of you I beg to see. She gets the steady, the certain, while I keep the memory. I got the love that hurt like hell, but taught you how to stay. She got the ending I wanted, I got the goodbye you never said. I hope you love her the way I tried, the way I couldn't survive. She got the ending I wanted, and I'm still learning how to say goodbye. No slammed doors, no shattered frames, just two quiet hearts whispering different names. We sat across the silence, tracing cracks in time, pretending not to see the end between the lines. Your fingers held my trembling like they always do. Even in the leaving, you were careful with the truth. No villains in our story, no wounds left to defend, just the fragile understanding some loves aren't meant to end, but meant to bend. Tell me when forever learned how to loosen its grip. When did always start to slip? Yet there you were, still beautiful to me. So here's a soft goodbye. No need for angry tears, only quiet gratitude for all our borrowed years. If love is sometimes letting go before it turns to dust, then let this be our gentle end. Soft goodbyes. No broken promises, no need to discuss, just the tender echo of once being us. The coffee shop remembers how your laughter filled the air. Now even joy feels careful, like it knows you're not there. I memorized your breathing near rhythm of your chest. Funny how goodbye can hurt, even when it's kindest. If staying means pretending, and leaving means we heal, then maybe love is choosing what neither wants to feel. Was it fate that found us, or fate that pulled away? Why do the truest loves rarely get to stay? Still, I wouldn't rewrite a day. So here's our soft easy, because losing you gently still feels like losing you. So here's our soft goodbye. No need for one last plea. Some loves live forever, even when they're free. I'll carry your kindness in everything I do. You are exhaust my endless. You were my true soft goodbyes. Thank you for your love. Now fly toward tomorrow. I release you with mine. Some lovers are in tragedies, their mercies, and some goodbyes still sound like love. The silence still remembers you, even when I try not to. I folded up your sweater, but your scent won't leave my room. Windows cracked for hours, still your winter lingers through. Your picture on the table, turned face down, but I still know every line, every shadow of the boy I can't let go. I told my heart it's over, but it never learned the truth. Some loves don't fade to memory, they echo like a wound. Baby, I'm just afraid of who I am without you. Maybe moving on means losing what was true. So I stay where you left me, in the in-between. I'm still loving gold, still reaching for your hand, dancing with the shadow of a love I never planned. You're nowhere close, but you're everywhere I breathe. I whisper to the dark, like you're still here with me. Oh, I know you're gone, but my heart doesn't know how to start loving ghosts. Friends say time will heal it, but time just makes it clear. You were more than just a moment. You were home when you were here. I tried to write new stories, put somebody in your place, but every road led backwards to the memory everything still smells like you. The sunlight falls where you once lay, but shadows whisper what I can't undo. I hear you laugh in every corner, I see you smile in every frame. The world moves on but I stay stuck in the space where you used to be. I reach for memories that fade and try to hold the ghost of you. Every heartbeat calls your name, but you don't come through. The space where you used to be is filled with echoes of me. I still reach across the air, hoping somehow you're there. I try to move, I try to breathe, but your absence won't set me free. I'm living in the hollow now, the space where you used to be. I touch the chair you sat upon, trace the pillow where you slept. The world is loud but it feels wrong without the love I kept. I replay every last goodbye, every word I didn't say, every I love you left behind, every single yesterday. I try to smile, I try to fake the life I'm told I should live, but nothing fills the empty space that only you could give. The space where you used to be is filled with echoes of me. I still reach across the air, hoping somehow you're there. I try to move, I try to breathe, but your absence won't set me free. I'm living in the hollow now, the space where you used to be. I learned to walk around the ghost and leave the past behind, but I can't forget the warmth that you once left in my mind. I'll plant new flowers in spaces where your shadow used to lie, but some love leaves a permanent mark, no matter how hard I try. I whisper your name in silence, it's the only thing I know. The space where you used to be is the place I can't let go. The space where you used to be is filled with echoes of me. I still reach across the air, hoping somehow you're there. I try to move, I try to breathe, but your absence won't set me free. I'm living in the hollow now, the space where you used to be. Somewhere I'll learn to live again, to heal, to love, to see. But tonight I'm still lost in the space where you used to be. I used to see your eyes light up when I laughed at something small. You held my hand through storms and nights like I was worth it all. But somewhere along the way, your touch grew cold and rare. The promises we whispered fell into empty air. waited for the fight, the spark, the reason you said you'd stay. But love can't survive alone when one heart walks away. The way you stop trying, it's like a knife in my chest. I kept holding on to nothing while you stopped giving your best. I stayed when you were leaving, I begged while you were gone. The way you stopped trying is the hardest love I've ever known. I traced your words and old messages, looking for something real. But the heart that promised forever was gone before I could heal. I replayed every argument, every laugh, every tear, hoping somehow you'd remember why we were once here. I wish I could understand how someone can love then fade, how a heart can turn away and leave all hope betrayed. The way you stop trying, it's like a weight I can't bear. I gave you all of me, why you stop being there? I stayed when you were leaving, I begged while you were gone. The way you stopped trying is the hardest love I've ever known. I would have fought with you through every storm, every doubt, but you let go silently without a single shout. Now I'm learning to let go of the love that didn't fight, of the life we never had, of the dark instead of light. I see your shadow everywhere, in the songs, in the streets. Every corner reminds me of love that's incomplete. The way you stop trying, it's still echoing inside. I gave my heart completely while yours just said goodbye. I stayed when you were leaving, I begged while you were gone. The way you stopped trying is the hardest love I've ever known. I'll carry the memory, but I won't carry the pain. The way you stopped trying taught me to love again. We met when the world was heavy, when I didn't believe in signs. You said stay just for a moment, I didn't know that meant goodbye. You held me like I was healing, like I was something rare. But miracles don't stay forever, they disappear into air. We burn so bright in the dark, I should've known from the start. We were a temporary miracle, something perfect, something brief, like a wish you're scared to ask for, like a half-remembered dream. We were magic while it lasted, but not enough to survive. I gave you my whole If miracles are meant to fade, then maybe this is true. Some loves aren't meant to last forever, just long enough to change you. I still remember the way you smiled, like you never let me go. I held your hand a little too tight, never thinking I'd be alone. The room still echoes your laughter, the walls still whisper your name. Every corner hides a memory, and every memory brings the pain. I kept your promises in my chest, but you didn't feel the same. Love can't survive on one side, and I'm left with the blame. Where you left my heart is broken on the floor. I'm picking up the pieces of what I loved before. I gave you all I had, but it wasn't enough. Where you left my heart feels empty and rough. I see your shadow in strangers' eyes, I hear you laugh in the rain. Every song on the radio feels like you're back again. Trace the lines of your last goodbye, the words you didn't say. I keep wondering how someone can just slowly walk away. I told myself I'd be okay, that I'd find a brand new start, but nothing fills the empty space where you left my heart. Where you left my heart broken on the floor. I'm picking up the pieces of what I loved before. I gave you all I had, but it wasn't enough. Where you left my heart feels empty and rough. I'll learn to walk again, even if the steps are slow. I whisper your name in silence, it's the only thing I know. Where you left my heart is a place I can't let go. Where you left my heart is broken on the floor. I'm picking up the pieces of what I loved before. I gave you all I had, but it wasn't enough. Where you left my heart feels empty and rough. One day I'll walk alone, with love I'll finally find, but tonight I'm still lost where you left my heart behind. Some loves burn, ours only glow, and somehow voice never let me fall too far. You held my fears so lightly, like they were made of stars. Your hands learned every silence, every hidden bruise. You left me in the quiet ways most people never choose. No storms to blame, no shattered seas, just two good hearts outgrowing dream. Tell me why the softest love leaves the deepest scar, why the safest arms can still end where we are. I didn't see it ending. You were gentle, even with goodbye. No angry words, no need to ask me why. Just a fragile moment where forever changed and the world kept turning, but nothing felt the same. You were gentle when you let me go, and somehow that hurt more than I know. We sat there by the window, watching daylight fade, both too brave for begging, too honest to persuade. Your fingers traced my teardrops like you memorized my face, as if love was something time could not replace. If leaving was your kindness, then staying would have been a lie, and loving me meant having the courage to say goodbye. How do I resent you when you gave me your best? How do I stop loving the one who loved me correct? There's no villain here, just destiny I fear. You were gentle like falling autumn light, turning warmth to memory right before the night. No doors slammed shut, no bridges burned, just the quiet understanding some pages can't be turned. You were gentle, but goodbye still breaks even the strongest heart it takes. Maybe love isn't measured by how long it survives. Maybe it is written in the way it says goodbye. And if I had to choose again through all the joy and pain, I would still find you in every lifetime's lane, because being loved gently is a gift that remains. You were gentle, so I'll try to be the same, holding what we had without placing blame. Someday when I'm stronger, I'll thank you without tears. don't stay, but they still become the safest place we've ever known. I waited on the corner of our dreams, hoping you'd find your way, but your laughter faded in the wind, and I was left to stay. Every street reminds me of the places we used to go, but you didn't take the long road, you took a shortcut home. I followed every step you made, hoping you'd turn back, but love can't chase what's gone, and hearts sometimes detach. Your heart took a shortcut home, leaving mine behind. I carried every memory while you ran out of time. I loved like forever while you only stayed a while. Your heart took a shortcut home and left me with the miles. I memorized the curve of your smile, every word you used to say. I thought our love could weather time, but you found an easier way. You promised me the sunsets, the quiet nights, the storms, but you crossed the finish line while I was still holding on. I begged the stars to slow you down and make you see me there, but shortcuts never wait for hearts that still linger in despair. Your heart took a shortcut home, leaving mine behind. I carried every memory while you ran out of time. I loved like forever while you only stayed a while. Your heart took a shortcut home and left me with the miles. I'll never blame the road you chose or the speed that led you through. I only wish you'd taken my hand instead of leaving me for truth. I learned to walk the long way now, even if it's alone, because some hearts take shortcuts while others build a home. I see your shadow in the sunset, hear you laugh in the rain, but shortcuts don't return the lost or heal the quiet pain. Your heart took a shortcut home, leaving mine behind. I carried every memory while you ran out of time. I loved like forever while you only stayed a while. Your heart took a shortcut home and left me with the miles. Someday I'll reach my own sunrise with no one to chase or roam, but I'll always remember the love took the long way home. You said my name like a promise, like you meant every word. You held my face in the dark, swore I was the only one you heard. You knew exactly when to call, when my heart was feeling weak. You wrapped your doubts in pretty words and handed them to me. I trusted every whisper, every forever you said. I didn't know the truth was hiding in the things you never meant. Your lies sounded like love when I needed it most. Every lie felt like safety, every touch felt like hope. You said I was your only, but I was sharing your truth. I fell for every word, 'cause your lies sounded like love. And I believed in you. By heart, use them gently against me. You said I never heard you like it wasn't already happening. I blame myself for your distance, for the nights you went cold. I kept rewriting the story so you wouldn't look cruel. I called it misunderstanding, I called it growing pains. But love doesn't feel confusing when it's honest and brave. Your lies sounded like love, like something pure and true. You kissed me with borrowed promises, I thought they belonged to me and you. You said trust me, I'm trying, while hiding pieces of truth. I fell for every word, 'cause your lies sounded like love. And I loved you. If love is supposed to feel safe, why was I always afraid? Why did my heart feel smaller every time you reassured me it'd be okay? I see it all so clearly now, the pauses, the changed tone, the way you said I love you, like you were already gone. I would've survived the truth if you'd given me the choice, but you stole my reality with your gentle voice. Your lies sounded like love, and I held them so tight. I built my whole world on the things you denied. You said there's nobody else, while proving I wasn't enough. I didn't fall out of love, your lies sounded like love. And that's what broke us. I don't miss who you were, I miss who I believed. The version of you I loved was the lie you gave. You used to call me just to breathe, say my name like it was home. Now my phone stays face down and I sleep here alone. You used to ask how my day was, even when you already knew. Now I talk to the ceiling, 'cause it listens better than you. I keep making excuses for the space in your eyes, like maybe you're tired or the stars misaligned. But your love went quiet first. Mom was screaming your name, I was fighting for us while you slowly walked away. You stopped asking questions, stopped hurting, stopped trying. I didn't fall out of love. Your love went quiet first, and mine was left crying. You stopped holding my hand like it meant something real. Your kisses felt borrowed, like a day you couldn't feel. We shared a bed full of silence, two hearts in separate rooms. You were already gone, I was still making room. I blame myself in mirrors for not being enough, but love doesn't fade softly unless someone gives up. 'Cause your love went quiet first. Mom was begging to stay, I was fixing the cracks while you looked the other way. You stopped saying forever, stopped seeing me trying. I didn't fall out of love. Your love went quiet first, and mine was still dying. I would've stayed through the storms, through the dark, through the doubt, but you left without leaving. You just slowly shut down. Now I replay the moment when I felt it was done. You didn't say I don't love you, you just stopped loving me loud. I miss who we were before the silence grew, before I felt lonely lying next to you. Yeah, your love went quiet first. Mine was breaking in two. I was holding the past while you slipped into new. You let the distance speak while I kept explaining. I didn't fall out of love. Your love went quiet first, and I'm still here waiting. If loving you was a sound, I'll never stop calling your name. But you faded into quiet, and I stayed in the pain. I tried to quiet the night, but it keeps repeating you. There's a shadow in my hallway that looks too much like you. I catch it in the corner, like my heart still wants to. Your coffee coffee cup is missing, but the circle stains remain, proof that something beautiful once lived inside this pain. I told myself I'm strong, that I'd learn to be alone, but every silent evening turns your memory into home. Why does moving on feel like betrayal? Why does healing sound so fatal? If love disappears, why are you still here? Your name echoes through every empty room, floating like a melody I never meant to lose. Even when I whisper someone new to hold, my heart answers back in a voice I can't control. Your name echoes long after you're gone, and silence keeps singing our song. I deleted all the pictures, still your face won't leave my mind. Funny how forever can dissolve but not unwind. The jacket that you gave me, still hanging by the door. I don't wear it anymore, but I can't throw it out for sure. Some nights I almost call you, half awake at 2 a.m., forgetting that forever reached its quiet end. Tell me how a memory can breathe without a heart. Tell me why the ending didn't tear us clean apart. If you're truly gone, why do I hold on? Your name echoes in every word I pray, slipping through the cracks of the life I try to make. No, love doesn't vanish, it just changes shape, becoming something heavier than a heart can safely take. Your name echoes in dreams I can't outrun. Love still beating, or maybe it's done. Maybe I'm afraid of the quiet after you. Who am I becoming if your light is no longer my view? Was I just a moment? Were you just a phase? If so, why am I still lost inside your waves? If time is the healer, why am I still bleeding? Your name echoes through the woman I became, every fragile piece of me if someday I forget the sound, I hope it means I finally found peace.